So to start off with the UI, I'm just going to click this little button here for lighting, and as you can see, it will change what you can see in the level. I find it really annoying to do anything with fog on, so I'll turn off fog, and I might just turn that lighting button like that, so it should be more lit up for me to do edit stuff. As you can see in game, it's still going to be dark. It's not got the fog on right now, so I will have to turn that back on later. But we are going to do a bit of UI. So in our inspector, or in our hierarchy, I'm going to do UI, canvas, legacy and text, and it will spawn a canvas and a text. This is just going to be page text, so this is just going to tell me how many pages are left. So it will say, like, for example, pages 2. Now, if you double click that, it's going to rip you out of the scene, because this is where your canvas is. On our canvas as well, you've got to make sure you change it to constant size, 1920 by 1080, because that's what we're working with most times. If you want it as different size, you'll have to change it for that. But you can see, I can't really see where my page text is. I'll make it white, so you can kind of see it now. So it's right on that bottom, which is not very useful. I'm going to put the font up to 200s. I'm going to overflow. There you go, you can see it more there. If I do this and that and change the alignment, you can see it even more. Now it depends where you want your pages. So I might want mine at the top left. So I might do this. And I would highly suggest using alignment to like change which side you want things going. Because like if you're on this side of the screen, you want your alignment here. So then if I pick up loads more pages, so if I do that many pages, it adds onto the side. Because if I do it in the middle here and I drag it in and I start adding pages, I'm going off the screen. So definitely use alignment to your advantage. So we're just going to call that pages. Now I'm going to lower that now down to 160, and that will be fine for now. We can import text later, a different font I mean, just to make it look nicer. But yeah, so what we want to do is go back to our player. We're going to open our player movement script up. And this isn't going to be the cleanest code, because this is like one of our first Unity games. I think the idea is just to get everything in. If you're making like a full kind of big horror game, you might want to split this into a different script called Game Manager that controls it. But for now, for what we're trying to accomplish, it's absolutely fine to do Unity Engine.UI. Now, I've done that so I can use your UI functions, and what I'm going to do is do public text page. Oh, needs to have my capital locks. Page text. So we can set this later on when we add a page, because that's the only time we're going to update our text. So page text.text equals. Now it's up to you what you want to call it. I'm going to call it pages, and then do plus page count. And it's kind of looking like that text below, which is really good because we can just use that. So now if I go back into the game, and what I'm going to do is just drag that page text into my player movement script here, press play, and then if I pick one up, the pages are slowly going up. Awesome. As you saw at the beginning, because I had it set as page 2 here, I'll have to set that 0. And if I do it again, it will look a lot nicer. And what we might do is we might just set that in the script just to be safe as well. So what we'll do is we'll make sure at the beginning we are setting what our pages are, so we can just copy that bit of code and that will just make it look nice and work. So we've got our pages in. Now we really need to start looking at getting our win-lose system in. Okay, so if we're picking up these 6 pages, we should win. If the enemy touches us, we should lose. So we're going to have a look at adding that in next.